Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you doing today? I don't think I've done a reading for you before, so I'd like to explain real quick kind of how this works. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. And I try to describe the picture the best I can. There's always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, just keep it in mind, because you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. Go, I know what he's talking about. It's not an exact science. We communicate the best way we can. Sometimes you have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. He won't give me all the details. Details are none of my business. He should give me just enough so you know what he's referring to. And he's singing. He's singing. He's got a beautiful voice. Beautiful voice. Even if he didn't have one here, he does now. So and I'd like to explain, I'm at the lake in my camper, so I can't seem to upload these here. The hotspot won't do it. So I'm going to do my readings while I'm here, all alone, get my work done, and then I'm going to move to another lake. But somewhere in there, I'm going to go back home where I have high-speed internet and upload everybody's stuff. I have to take a day away from the lake. That'll make me cry. Anyway, so I asked him, these are my release cards, I call them. It's something you need to release. And he picked this one, and then I thought, okay. So it's surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. And I thought, okay, well, you just want her to slow down, calm down, don't be so busy with life. And then I thought, no. He started singing the song, I'm Already There. I don't know who sings it because I don't have Alexa here to Google stuff for me. I'm Already There. So look that song up. It's a country western song. And anyway, anytime you hear that, you may not even listen to country western music. Doesn't matter if he did or hated it or whatever. That's the song he picked. They'll pick songs that I know, so I can pick them up. So go Google that song, YouTube it, whatever it is you need to do, and know that will be one of the signs from him. You can be walking through the store, you can be in somebody else's vehicle and the song comes on, watching a movie, and you hear somebody say, I'm already there. It doesn't even have to be the exact song. It's the saying, I'm already there. You can be like something in my hair or something in there, I don't know. You can be walking through the store and somebody in the next aisle go, well, I'm already there. So whenever you get a sign from him, even if you question whether it's a sign, but you think it is, if he's the first person that pops in your head, take it as a sign. Just trust it. And validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more signs. Sometimes they won't step forward with signs because they're afraid they're going to scare somebody. They don't want somebody to think, oh my gosh, they're going to think their house is haunted. Or majority of the time when I go to people's houses, like to cleanse or something, and I go there, it's just grandma. There's nothing to be afraid of unless grandma was a real asshole. It's fine to have grandma there checking in on you. So, but he also says he does want you to quiet your mind a little bit. You got too many things running around up there. You know, don't we all nowadays? He wants to help you find peace in your life. So if you ever get, everybody does get, that hectic, maybe you're running behind on stuff, or you just get a little bit of anxiety going, or maybe you're like me and my squirrels are always running. I've always got high anxiety. The last time I went to my Reiki master, she says, Rhonda, you're always kind of wound up, but you're really over the top this time. She calms me down. But whenever you get to that point and you just feel like you can't breathe, remember him picking this card and ask him to step forward and help you with calm and peace. You have to ask. He cannot override your free will choice. Ask him to help you with that. He said he couldn't find that in his life. He didn't know how to do it. And the little squirrels were running in his head. But he didn't know how to calm them down. He wants to help you calm your squirrels down. That's what I call it. The squirrel's running in a cage up there. At least it does in my head. So, okay, he's talking. They love smells and sounds and stuff because it's something very easy for them to do. You know, if you ask them to put a boulder in the middle, if you put a boulder in the middle of your living room and you ask them to move it, that's probably not going to happen. But they can do all these other things very easy with their energy because we don't have all this body, this big old fat body anymore. So, trying to get the smell. It's something different. I'm not quite catching it. I don't want to say it's cologne. A lot of times they'll use their cologne or hairspray, you know, something they would put on right before they went out the door. It's not like BO or anything like that. It's, what is it? What is it, dude? I can't distinguish what it is, and he's not telling me. He just keeps running the smell by, and I don't even know what to associate it with. It's different. I had this the other day, and somebody said it was like campfire smoke. And yes, it could have been that, but usually I can tell smoke, and usually I can tell cigarette, marijuana, or campfire. But I'm not getting this, so I'm sorry. If you get some weird smell, it's not pungent. It's not nasty. It's not super sweet. It's not really musky. I don't know how to describe this. I really don't. That's really unusual. So you can be in your car. When you start noticing this, your car, outside, in the store, it's in your house, it doesn't matter, and you get a smell that's just kind of whiffs along. Usually, sometimes it can seem like it's a big cloud, but usually just like a little whiff. And you get it more than once, that'll be it. Maybe he's trying to help you learn how to figure out the signs. He says, you were my favorite. You were my favorite cuz you are my cuz. He looked up to you. Doesn't matter who was older, he looked up to you. You could be 40 years younger than him, doesn't matter, which I'm sure you're not. But he looked up to you. Okay, okay, I just saw somebody, but I couldn't tell it was him because it was so quick. So you either have or you will. And I'm looking through my bathroom to my bedroom and my camper. And I got this quick movement by there. So you either have or, no, I just saw it again. Stop just jumping out there and back. Let me see you. Make sure it's you. Usually you see them in your peripheral vision, and I include this as peripheral vision, which is where I'm seeing that right now. You put your head down and you can still, and you lift your head up and go, there's nothing there. That was my imagination. No, it's not. So you either have or you will see him in your peripheral vision. And they even do it to me like just now. I can see them. You know, whenever they're here. But they still do it to me. So, you know, I'll see somebody walking down my hall and I turn my head and go, yeah, shouldn't have turned my head. If you can keep from turning your head, maybe you'll see more. But I always have to look because I can see them. I don't know why they do that to me. Anyway, I'm babbling too much. Know that that'll be him. If it scares you, tell him so. If you don't want it, tell him so. It just felt like a bug crawled down my elbow. There's no bug, even though I'm out at the lake. That wasn't a bug. So no, when you get something like that, that's him trying to get your attention too. And also the thing about the silence, he's trying to talk to you. So if you do have a moment of silence, you might hear him. He's going, hello, 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 like it's an echo. This is what he's doing right now. Doesn't mean that's the word you're going to hear exactly, but hopefully. Hello, 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 hello. It's like echoing off and dimming down. And you may have already heard this. Usually, almost always, it'll be just in one ear. Sometimes it'll just show up as a buzzing. Sometimes it'll be a ringing. But I have tinnitus in both ears. But this will just be in one ear. The higher the pitch, at least for me, when it's a really loud, high screech pitch, that's my higher guides. That's my archangels. And the more the pitch isn't quite as high, then we get down to deceased loved ones. So something chirping right outside my window. I mean, it doesn't sound like just a bird. It sounds a little different. I had a coon playing on my camper last night. It kept me awake. And if he gets close enough to your ear, like when my Bob gets close to this ear, he always comes in on my left, it'll turn bright red and feel like it's burning like fire. One time he even got the whole side of my face. It's their energy. So again, validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more. He said he doesn't bother you too much. He wasn't sure you wanted him to. He would welcome the fact, I'm acting real matter of fact, welcome the fact if you would invite him in to help you calm the squirrels in your head when your anxiety gets to be too much. Because I love you. And I always thought a lot of you. He got real quiet. Oh, he wants me to make sure and tell you, like I tell people all the time, I promise you 1,000%, he can hear you, he can see you, talk to him all you want to. You don't need any certain time or place, and you don't even have to talk out loud. Just, my camper's creaking. Kind of a spooky creak that one was. It's daylight. We're fine. Love your name too. Did he used to call, instead of calling you Breeze, did he call you like Bree or somebody? And he's trying to validate that it's him. Somebody called you Bree or does call you Bree. So whether it was him or it's somebody else, and he's just validating that he knows that it's him. It doesn't matter. My camper is just creaking, and then it's creaking, and then it's creaking. So if you hear it creak, only these are like wall creaks. These aren't like somebody walking. So if you hear like the wall goes creak, well, that was a very poor example of it. Sorry. I don't know if you can hear those. Like a popping. That. See if it does it again. I'm asking for a louder one. That was a baby one. This one right here. My camper does not make these kind of noises. Anything that happens to me during a reading is meant for you. That's my phone. That's my phone. That's my confirmation. That's a confirmation for me that what I'm saying is correct. So I don't know. There's just a whole bunch of them all of a sudden. Okay, I'm just trying to be quiet so maybe you could hear them so you know what I'm talking about. Anytime you hear a creak, valid like that on the wall, validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more if you want more. It's your free will choice. You can tell him you're scaring me, go away, or back off, or don't come after 9 o'clock at night. Wow, that's just popping all over the place. That is so weird. Look who's talking. My life is weird. That's my phone. That was confirmation that my life is weird. If you only knew what goes on in my head. And people think they can understand me. They don't know. They don't know what's going on in your head. Remember that. When people go to judge you, why am I preaching? When people go to judge you, they think they know you. They think they know what you're doing and why you're doing it wrong or right or whatever. No, they don't, because they don't know what's really going on in your head. Nobody knew what was really going on in his head. People don't know. I need to make a video on that. That's an awesome subject. Awesome subject. I'll have to write that down. That's so funny because I paused this for a second to get my book and write that down. No creaking. No pops, cracks, whatever. That was just going like crazy a while ago. So hopefully that's your validation. Listen for that. And you could be in somebody else's house. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you hear it. Anyway, he's showing me, like I said, talk to him all you want to. He can hear you. I promise you. You may not get validations that he hears you immediately, but at some point you probably will. He's saying, don't forget to reach your hand out to me when your squirrels get to be too much. When you feel like you have that anxiety moment. That life is overwhelming and I don't know how old you are, but it really sucks right now, doesn't it? So I'm hiding at the lake. Oh, there's another creek. Just started back up. That's a big pop. Anyway, yeah, I'm hiding at the lake and I don't turn the TV on. Hiding from life. All I got is the coon that keeps me up at night and the geese and the deer out playing. Find your peace. Find your silence once in a while, at least. Once in a while. Much love to you, my dear. Thank you for allowing me to be his voice. Just saw something back there again. So it's just like, it's gone. And of course, I looked, knowing I'm not going to see it. You think they'd let me see? Oh, shoot. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.